better Wisconsin. Gentlemen, I give you probably the bravest governor in the United States.
Thanks, although I got to tell you, I'm probably not as popular as another walker who comes by this office. My mother brings chocolate chip cookies. Nursing today in Madison, and then I went to the Fitchburg Victory Center. I'm here in the building, Franklin, make another stop. But it's always funny, people ask, are you bringing any cookies? I said, no, that's my mother. She makes the best chocolate chip cookies out there, so if there's not enough that's in over ready to come back and have some good chocolate chip cookies, it's a good time. But thank you all for having us. Thanks for that great introduction. I said, people ask me all the time, where did this come from? Why are you doing what you do? I said, in my case, and it was reaffirmed just by what you just heard in that introduction, I did it for two simple reasons. One's named Matthew, and the other's named Alexander.
All right.
Those are my two sons, Matt and Alex, a junior and senior at Waukesha East High School. For every other kid like them, and every other grandkid for that matter in the state, what I wanted more than anything is what any of us as parents and grandparents want. We want a better future for our children. And we knew last year we came into office that we needed to make some dramatic changes, that Wisconsin couldn't wait if our kids were going to inherit a better Wisconsin than we inherited before. It was real simple. Do we go backwards or do we go forwards? And that's, again, the choice we're going to have on June 5th of this year. Do we go backwards to the days of double-digit tax increases, billion-dollar budget deficits, and record job loss? No way. Or do we use the positive foundation that we built together to move this state forward? I say we move forward. What do you say? I say it's real simple. We go backwards or we go forward. I want to go forward. And it's not even just about looking at the past. We need only look to the south, to our neighbors in Illinois. We see in real time what moving backwards would be like. I mean, think about it. We just paid taxes the other day. Illinois last year, trying to balance their budget, had a 66% increase in individual income taxes, 46% increase in business taxes. It's no wonder when the numbers came out the other day, they're still sitting at 8.8% unemployment, while ours is at 6.8%, the lowest it's been since 2000. Things around. We're moving in the right direction. We're moving Wisconsin forward, but we can't stop now. There's still too much work to be done. We've got our fiscal house back in order without raising taxes, without massive layoffs, without major budget cuts. In fact, we actually added money. In fact, a couple people here today helped me make that case in a commercial that's coming up. We added more than $1 billion to Medicaid in our state for programs like Badger Care and Family Care to take care of our seniors and our needy families and our children, because we made priorities out there without raising taxes. We can do it. We can show, not only here in Wisconsin, we can show the country that Wisconsin is a leader yet again when it comes to managing our finances. We can do it. It's a real choice. I mean, some good news this week. In addition to the fact that our unemployment rate's the lowest it's been since 2008, we came out last week with new data that showed not just in estimates but in actual numbers. For the first time in 12 years, property taxes went down in the state of Wisconsin. That's about moving forward. We don't want to go backwards. Both Tom Barrett and Kathleen Falk said the same week that they want to lift the cap on property taxes. I don't know about you. That's easy. When I go around the state, and I not only have victory centers, not only Republican Party events, when I go to factories and farms and small businesses, there's people all the time you that come off right off the line, even in union shops, private sector union businesses that say to me, Governor, what I like is you kept your promises. My property taxes went down. I'm going to continue to support you because you told me what you're going to do. You said what you meant, and you mean what you say. And that's the difference out there. As long as you give me the chance of serving, the honor of serving as your governor again on June 5th, we're going to continue to keep those promises to make sure that our families can continue to balance their budgets through lower property taxes in the state of Wisconsin. Just a couple other quick things, we'll let you get back to work. We appreciate all the help because, speaking of that, this is going to be a tight election. We appreciate this. But it's real simple. I get asked all the time, how do you put up with all the grief? How do you put up with the protesters in front of your house? How do you put up with your kids being targeted on Facebook? How do you put up with all these things? And I said, it's simple. A couple of you mentioned this to me on the way in. I get it again. It's factories and farms and small businesses as well around the state. I'll get people out of the blue come up and say, Governor, me and my family will pray for you. Tonette and I, and to our sons, Matt and Alex, my parents, all of us in our family just appreciate that so much. It really makes a difference. But, it's interesting to me. People will say, not only how you put up with it, but where do you get the courage to do this? And I say, you know what? I appreciate that. Paul Ryan and I often joke that why is it that politics is the only profession where you're called exceptional just by keeping your word? Everybody else, all of you in business and life, and everything else you do, it's expected, right? But politics somehow is special. All we did was keep our word. We kept our promises. But for me, I don't think it's any more courageous than most people I know across the state. You see, every morning in this state, every morning in Wisconsin, I get to meet moms and dads who go off to work in our factories and our farms and our businesses all across the state. People like all of you here and others across Wisconsin who get up and go to work and put in a hard day's work, not just to earn a paycheck. Not just to put food on the table or clothes on the back of our kids, but I meet moms and dads and grandparents who work hard their whole lives for more reasons than any. The most is to make sure their kids have a better future than they have. The courage of all the other moms and dads we meet on a daily basis, and the grandmas and grandmas before them, the people of this state who understand that you got to work hard, you got to move forward, and whether it's a better education system like we're putting in place, whether it's less debt for our kids, whether it's making sure we've got an economy that helps the private sector grow to more jobs, so when our kids get out of school, they have an opportunity to find a job and stay in the state and someday raise a family of their own. In every one of those cases, that courage that we've shown this past year in Wisconsin is no greater than the courage of the great people of the state of Wisconsin. And that's why, if you give me the honor of serving as your governor again after June 5th, we'll continue to take that courage that the people of the state have shown